I have a specific goal for us today, as I always do, but I feel like this one's really important and it doesn't get talked about enough. I want us to learn how to relax. A fancier way of saying reset our parasympathetic system. If I use the phrase wired and tired, I think many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're firing at all cylinders. You're exhausted, but you can't sleep. You're constantly fidgeting, looking down at your phone, can't pay attention, chaos in your mind, still returning emails from yesterday. I get it. I'm hoping this will be something you can incorporate. Maybe in the evenings would be nice, but anytime really, to learn how to disconnect and reset a little bit, and also gain a little flexibility while we're at it. So I am low flow, my favorite. This is set to the middle to upper part of my shins. Anything higher, you're gonna regret it. If you have a yoga block, grab it, and let's relax and chill together. Meet me seated right in front of your swing, and what I want you to do is just back yourself up to where you can gently feel the fabric touching your back. And then I want you to just lean back until you can feel the fabric touching your shoulders, and try to stack your ears over your shoulders. So in this way, we're using the fabric to help us find our plumb line. I know that when I sit down, I tend to lean forward even though my back is flat. And this is helping me find that true plumb line. Lengthen from the back of the crown to the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed, but sternum is lifted. And this is really important, especially for our practice today. Try not to change anything, but I want you to take a breath in. And I can tell you I felt my sternum and my chest lift, but I didn't feel my belly move, sadly. That is not a good sign. So if you're anything like me, I want you to focus on trying to breathe into your belly and then feel it rise up through your body and exhaling from the top down. And if it's helpful, you can put your hands on the lower abdominals. You need to relax your abdominals to allow for expansion. I know we want a six-pack ab here, but breathe into your belly, expanding. And then feel it rise up to the top. And exhale from the top down. Again. If you think you found it, relax your hands, but try to continue to find that belly breath. Inhale your arms overhead, going through the fabric until you can catch and extend your arms. So now we have a gentle stretch happening. You can tuck your chin to keep the neck nice and long. Lean forward just a little. And start a little swing from side to side. Sit at center. Downward pressure into the fabric, and just move your hands a little bit back and forth. Keep tucking in your chin, so we're long through the back of the neck, and you're just gently stretching the chest open. Grab the fabric, try to pull it out of the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Sweep the hands forward so the fabric comes in front of you. You can just interlace your hands here. Reach forward, long spine. Try your side bends again. This time, hopefully going deeper. Try to keep both hips on the floor as you move. Forward. Rock back, change the interlace of your legs. Rock back and forth on your sit bones because that is your awkward side. Forward reach, take it side to side. Remember to keep that hip on the ground, just look for that deep side body stretch. Come back to center, sitting up, widening the hands, just as we did as we first started. Gentle pressure down and out with your hands, shoulder blades squeeze, lean forward. And sit up. Relax the hands down to the knees or the thighs. And I want you to find that plumb line again. Line up to the backs of your shoulders. Then try to stack your head on top of that plumb line. Try to breathe into your belly, find expansion. And exhale from the top down. Bring your hands overhead and guide that fabric to your shoulders. We've got our little backpack here. Feet out in front. Support your head, and you can do some windshields. While you're twisting, I want to talk to you about the importance of that breath. And this is really hard for me because I always catch myself breathing wrong. If we are chest breathers, you felt your chest rise before your belly or at all, that's signaling to our brain and our body that something is wrong. Think of if you were driving in the car and you thought you were going to potentially hit the person in front of you, you'd into your chest, right? The problem as humans, come back to center, let the knees tent in together and arch over your fabric. The problem as a human is we don't go from our chest breathing back into our belly breathing after a traumatic incident. So we walk around all day in our flight or fright response. Breathing in, exhale coming up. So throughout our practice, I'm going to ask you to keep checking into your breathing while we're in our poses. Let's take our right foot in, and we can start with our left leg on the inside. If you don't think you like the height of your hammock, now's the time to change it. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the fabric towards you by grabbing on, and I want you to come into your fold. We're going to start with a very passive stretch. So I'm going to completely relax the leg and let the upper body get heavy. I want you to focus on drawing the breath into the belly and begin to feel the top of your lungs broadening through your upper back at the top of the inhale. And then get heavy as you exhale. Try to continue to focus on your breath pattern. Flex your foot. See if we can go a little bit deeper, adding some active here. Inhale, roll up, and pull yourself forward. If you can't grab your foot, continue to hold the fabric. Coming up, side body stretch. Right hand is on the inside of the leg here. Rotate open to the ceiling. We want to find that back panel and gently pull it towards you. The more you could kind of slide between these two planes, pressure against your leg with the arm or shoulder, pulling on that fabric with your left hand, the deeper we go. Breathe into the belly. Releasing slowly. Go ahead and face that leg. Take one more fold. Bend in the knee. Try to bring that ankle across. So it looks very much like we're seated cross-legged, but we've got one leg floating. Left arm will come up and across. Use the arm. I'm going to use that arm to push against, to deepen my twist. So pull yourself around. I want you to lengthen the spine. Exhale, use the floor to help you twist deeper. Every time your mind drifts, I want you to just come straight back and try to find your breath. Pull it in deeper, which is hard to do. Come back to center. Now we're going to do a very rock the baby-esque position. So I'm going to grab that foot and then I'm going to try to pull my face to my heel on this left side. Get as close as you can, foot to face. If that's not deep enough, try to shift further to the left, but keep that right hip on the floor. Go a little deeper, sink deeper, or twist further. Coming up. Coming out. So the trick when we're focusing on deep breathing, left foot comes in. Sometimes I think we want to take a deep breath and it goes into our chest. So there's this element of learning how to relax so that we can truly expand the belly, which sounds simple, but is hard to do. So keep that in mind. The inhale is soft, it's gentle. To find it. Passive to begin. Long spine, face the leg, fold in. You can hold on to whatever is most comfortable. Connect to the release as you exhale, right? You can notice the difference in your body when you exhale, especially in stillness. Let's get active. Flex that foot. You can continue to hold the fabric unless you can grab it with your hands. Pull yourself in. Remember full, long, deep breaths in from the belly all the way through the broadness of the upper back. Spiral. Left arm comes to the inside, so it's hand on floor or a leg for a little assist there. Reach up and back with the right. Find your fabric. Pull it towards you. Keep trying to twist to the ceiling. The more you gently pull, the more you can kind of twist open. Release slowly. Frame that leg. Hands can be on the floor. You can also gently pull a foot towards you. Fold again. Find your breath. Living up. Crossing. Again, we want to focus on maybe stacking that foot towards the knee. Right arm will swing to the back here and pivot. Use your left hand on the floor for the rotation. Shoulder blades down your back. Push around. One more breath. Exhale. Here we go. Grab your foot. We'll rock the baby here. I'm going to try to curl my body down to the foot. So interesting. If that's not enough, pull yourself to the right. Do not lose the floor on the left. Unwind. All right. Let's go ahead and find our little backpack. Here's where if you have your yoga block, I want you to bring it with you. Find that plumb line. If you don't have your block, that is okay. You're gonna have to use your hands to support your head and an arch. You can tent the knees as I like to do, but you can also extend them long or create that little diamond shape with your legs, soles of the feet touching. I want you to relax. Make sure you're not compressing through that first and second vertebrae. The chin should feel quite neutral, pushing into the throat. Arms out to the side, melt the shoulders. Focus on your breathing. Belly. Feel the sides of your ribs pushing through the fabric at the top of the inhale. exhale from the top down. If you have your arms free, you could extend them up and grab opposite forearm. From here, you can gently begin to let those arms drift up so the arms line up with the ears. Continue to work your breath. Noticing the expansion through the sides of the waist now. Relax your arms. Also, these are the moments where I want to try to connect to internal dialogue or words of wisdom from higher self. We are all neglecting things we know we should be doing. What are they? Can we make a couple small changes? Hands come behind the head, lifting the head. 4, sitting up. Coming on to our back. It'll look very similar to our back straddle. So feel free to watch first. I'm going to come right to my sacrum as I normally would. Leaning back. So I'm going to swing, crossing in front, and finding the floor. Now, if you end up right underneath your plumb line, there's going to be too much weight on your neck. So you could lift until you're a little further back, right? So I want to kind of create that little swing, coming up and finding the floor. This should be comfortable, little to no pressure on your neck. I want you to take a moment to just relax. You can add some gentle sways here like me. But then eventually I just want you to relax into the fabric, as if this position is going to gently traction and lengthen the low back. Try an active press of your legs into the fabric. Engage your glutes. Look at the ceiling. Do not look right or left with extra pressure on your neck. And then once again, just relax. Because most of us are tighter in our quads and hip flexors, we are going to take a little journey there. I'm going to tuck my left leg behind the fabric, which frees my right. See if you can get the shoelace side or the toenail side of your foot to the floor. Now for some of us, that might be enough. So just kind of checking things out, paying attention to any back pain here, not going any further if you're already feeling the deep stretch. If you want to go deeper, push into the floor and try to squeeze your hips to the ceiling. And lastly, I'm actually going to grab the foot and just try to pull it all the way up to my glutes here. You can feel how tight I am all the way from the knee through the hip flexors. So this may need to spend a little more time in these stretches. Engage that backside, squeeze your glutes. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath to just relax. Sweep around. Replacing right, releasing left. I'm gonna reach down, find the foot again. That might be enough. This is my tighter side. Already feeling it quite a bit more, even without the extra push or pull. Option to try that downward pressure. Or grab with one or both hands. Here I'm actually lifting that foot totally off the ground, finding my glutes with my heel. Squeeze your backside. And just relax for a few more breaths. Sweep around, come back into your diamond. Add a couple sways, and then let everything go. For your exit, you'll pass through that bridge position. So feet to the floor, lift your hips, and slide to the knees, and slide to the ankles. From here, I want you to swing those feet from one side over to the other. Which strangely, this is so relaxing for your nervous system. Like if you agree. Subscribe if you didn't already. Next time you swing to the right, let's reach down and grab the left knee. Take a twist. You can also try a pigeon variation by grabbing the foot, but you need to try to rotate the knee up, so using the left thumb to push the hip away. Release. Let's take those swings. Swing to the left. Start with the knee, rotate across. If you like that pigeon, you can try it. I'm going to go hand to foot. Drive this right hip away to go deeper. So notice my knee is pointing upwards. Climbing into that fabric. Take it side to side. And just let the swinging come all the way back to center. Press your ankles into the fabric, lift and lower. And then arms to your sides, push into the floor. With your head and your arms, lift your shoulders, relax your shoulders. Melt into the ground. Take your hands onto your belly. Rest your elbows on the floor. I want you to breathe. Again. I want you to give yourself a few moments to let everything go. Relax into the floor. Gently moving fingers and toes. Maybe inhale the arms overhead. Next, exhale, pull the knees in. Find that fabric to pull yourself up. Please don't underestimate the importance or the power of slowing down, spending more time in your body, learning how to breathe, and visit this one often. Hopefully I get to work with you again soon. Namaste.